Good afternoon. This is the video format of Kerry's Korner. You are not essential. Those are the words that I heard this week. Someone was trying to assure me that I don't need to go to the office and do office hours because I'm not essential. I've mulled these words over and over this week in my mind, and I wanted to reflect on them out loud for a few moments. I want to begin by explaining two things. First of all, I want everyone to know that I don't have an inflated opinion of myself. I know that I don't have a role in society that assists in physical health or the food supply or the medical supply. I understand the importance of those individuals in our community. In fact, I can get my medication and my children's medication because Rite Aid remains open. I can get food from Price Chopper because our local supermarket is open from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. for the more vulnerable segment of our community. And I'm aware that I have at least 3 factors that makes me one of those individuals that is less resistant to the coronavirus and its effects. I'm able to get gas to go get groceries in the pharmacy because the gas stations are still open. And while I'm at it, I want to say a big thank you to all the first responders like the firefighters, the medical workers, and the police who risk themselves to keep us safe, not only now in this crisis, but at other times as well when we did not have a virus ravishing our society. Secondly, I want you to know that I wear gloves, I use hand sanitizer, and I wash my hands regularly. I happen to work in an office where my fellow minister and I have separate offices at least 30 feet apart. I'm being very responsible. I have to be. I have a wife and children at home that need me to be safe, not only to ensure my health, but theirs as well. The problem is my foster children have video conferencing and schoolwork that occupies my office at home. If I come down here to the office, I can be available if members or others want to talk, pray, or need food cards, etc. I may not be essential, but I am making myself useful. Having said all that, I believe many in this time of isolation are feeling useless. Binging on Netflix can be enjoyable for a time, but the excitement factor wears off pretty quickly. If you're sitting there feeling lonely and discouraged, as the cases multiply, you may even feel a little hopeless. Let me suggest 3 things. 1, you are valued. God loves you enough to shed the precious blood of his only Son for you. In Zechariah 2:8, God refers to his people as the apple of his eye. The second thing I want to assure you is you are needed. In 1 John 3:17, John says, "But if anyone has the world's goods and sees his brother in need, yet closes his heart against him, how does God's love abide in him?" Just yesterday, a young lady told me that she dropped enough groceries off to an older lady to get her through this week. Sometimes it's just a smile or being available to those around you while still staying safe. Try to be creative in finding ways to meet the needs of those in your neighborhood and your family and your core group. When we have needs at our house, we try to utilize local businesses around us that are still open because we all need each other. You are needed. Thirdly, you're useful. 1 Peter 4:10 says, "As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace." God has given you gifts. Maybe it's your smile. Maybe it's your listening ear. Or maybe He's given you enough material resources that you can share with those who lack. Send out e-cards. Send physical cards. Call. Run errands for others who can't. At times like these, video calls are a blessing, if you have the capability, because we get to see each other. What a time this is for those who are encouragers. Stay in contact and make yourself as useful as possible. Read, learn, study the Bible. This will help you grow as a person and at the same time make you more useful to others. In this present crisis, it is true that you, like me, may not be essential, but each and every one of you are valued, needed, and can be useful every day. Stay safe, and my prayer from you is from Psalm 17, verse 8. I pray that God will keep you as the apple of His eye and hide you in the shadow of His wings.